week.
Welcome back to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, the Week 13 review. Wow, we're almost like pushing for the playoffs soon, huh? Well, those that can speak on it. But yeah, this week was a great slate of games. I don't know. I think this week might have been one of the most entertaining. Some pretty closely matched teams went ahead toe-to-toe against each other. And there was some inexplicable blowouts. I, for one, was the recipient of one of those, but we'll get into that as we go in. But anyways, all rounds. Tony from the Colts.
Rex from the Baltimore Ravens.
Kwaku from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Minos, Niners.
Mr. Shaq, New England Patriots.
Nice. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with the Ravens. Hey,
We are.
Broncos at the Ravens.
Why don't we start with
victory.
Sai? Let's start with Sai since he got a dip.
Yeah, and I was listening first up there too.
His game wasn't your game the Thursday? Didn't we talk about that on Friday?
No, we did. We didn't even have anything on Friday. Or did we?
Oh, we did. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead into that division game.
All right, that 24-10. And the Buffalo Bills, they finally earned a victory in their division. Good for them. Yeah. Including the playoffs last season, the Bills, they've won their last 3 meetings against us. But for this game, it just showed that the gap between us and the Bills is an ocean. They simply have more talent than we do. But on the plus side, Marcus Jones, he's pretty electric. I mean, they put their 3rd-round pick on offense last week, and it didn't take long for that decision to pay off. Now, Mac Jones himself, he went 22 for 36 for 195 yards and 1 touchdown. That's not bad, and it's not as bad as people think he is. But against the Buffalo Bills, against a high-powered offense like the Buffalo Bills, that's not going to get the job done. And with Matt Patricia and company behind the offense, they need to make it look more consistent, like they did with Minnesota the week before. Also, our offensive line continues to be a major liability. I mean, Trent Brown, he played on Thursday with an illness, and he looked like he was sick as hell out there. And plus, there were multiple instances where Mac Jones was scrambling around just to evade the pass rush. What else? Jonathan Jones, he's proven that he's not a shutdown cornerback. I mean, before last week, he got shut down by the Vikings' Justin Jefferson, and just last week by Stephon Diggs. Nick Folk, his struggles as a kicker are becoming a real thing. 2 weeks ago, he was short on a 44-yarder, but we gave him the benefit of the doubt since there were high winds in an open stadium, and they were beating the Jets that day. But on Thursday, though, he still left it short from 48 yards, and it gave the Patriots a chance to make a 1-score game before the half. It didn't give us that opportunity, and we need more. What we need to do is take advantage of our fastest players on our team. Devontae Parker, Jacoby Myers, and Kendrick Bourne. When Kendrick Bourne is out there, he is great. But after what he just said, I think Belichick's going to put him in the doghouse.
How about y'all release him and let him come back home?
To be fair, dog, some of those receivers that you named are like at top echelon of receivers. So it's kind of harsh to say your corner is not a shutdown corner. Like I don't know if any corner can shut down those 2 guys you just mentioned. So that's kind of harsh. But I mean, I get it. As a fan, I get it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But,
so another next Sunday or Monday against the Cardinals, we got to actually beat them if we want to still see some playoff hopes.
It's the Cardinals, dog.
Patriots, we play like the Redskins this season. It's like we find ways to lose.
I don't think Kyler Murray's back, so
Call of Duty's done, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, there's definitely a gap in talent between you guys and them. But I never, rule out division games because anything can happen. The loss was not surprising because considering
Yeah, we all voted for the Bills.
Yeah. It wasn't that surprising. But I mean, I see you guys are pulling that Dion and integrating your corner into the offense, right?
Hello?
Right.
Integrating your corner into the offense, you said?
Yeah, wasn't one of your corners have like a couple of receptions on offense?
I think so. Forget his
I
name.
remember quite well, like on some Deion Sanders type mess.
He looked all right though, but I still can't get over how the Bills just fucking walked all over us. It was expected, but damn. Rex, I know you got something to say. I know you guys have plenty to say.
Actually, I don't. I expected you guys to be a little more competitive because Belichick just is good at he's good at keeping your division games kind of close, but
they were more consistent in the week before against the Vikings. So they were better there.
I mean, for the most part, yeah, it was the second quarter that they kind of started creating a distance between the two of you guys. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised at this result. But you guys are still in the playoff hunt, so we'll see where it goes from here.
We're still in
I don't know who your opponents are.
Excuse me, sir. Can you mute your microphone while you check your mail?
Who?
He knows who he is.
But yeah, I don't think it was that surprising. You guys are in the playoff hunt. I don't know who the rest of your opponents are going forward, but we'll see.
I'm serious. We can literally hear every paper you move. Like, I'm not exaggerating.
Who?
You.
Who? My boy.
Got an affidavit over there?
Motherfucker's the owl from the Tootsie Roll Pop.
Who?
Mina, you know all about papers, man. Probably read through a lot in a day.
Yeah, some of us do that a lot.
Are we burning out as the season is going? Because I feel like the sharpness is kind of going away. What is happening?
Man, you're fresh. You haven't been here for 3 weeks. Hush.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fresh, man. You haven't been here for 3 weeks.
Man, I'm waiting for your criticism.
Fucking need my boy got all this.
I didn't watch any games, so I have no comments. I'm not about to just shoot off the cuff.
Yeah.
You probably did.
I was in transit.
You don't have anything to say?
I was in transit.
I just, for me, I think this was pretty standard. I expected it to be a little closer, but I didn't expect y'all to win. It's going to be interesting going forward. Like your run into the wild card, because I think you're firmly there now. But it all depends on how you finish the season. There's like what, four games left? 4 or 5 games?
4 or 5 games.
So we'll see.
We play the Dolphins again, the Bills again. Cardinals.
Yikes. For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think
I mean, never rule out Bill Belichick, but damn, that's tough. That's a tough.
And we just kind of humbled the Dolphins again, so they might get hungry now.
Yeah.
Y'all have Mr. Irrelevant. Damn.
Hey, that's big cock Brock to you.
Okay.
Tell Jimmy to hop on his good foot.
Oh man!
Hey, Jimmy only played 1 series, and we still did some work.
Yeah, you did. You definitely put in some crazy work. That's true. Anybody else have anything to add or a question regarding the Patriots-Bills match or game?
Is Joe Judge going to call plays now, or it's still
Matt Patricia?
Matt Patricia.
And that's another thing right there. We need to get a real offensive coordinator next season. It ain't going to happen for the remainder of this one.
You need a real
Josh McDaniels back.
That would be hugely helpful. It would be helpful to Max since McDaniel's system is what he's familiar with.
I think it was somebody on ESPN in the morning on Get Up that basically said when Mac Jones goes in there to start negotiating like a contract, if they don't get him an offensive coordinator or anything like that, you better demand a trade or he's just going to regress.
Yeah. I was going to ask, what is Belichick's son's? What kind of coach is he?
I think he calls the plays on the defense.
Oh, he's a defensive guy, like his dad.
He's an official team distributor of cocaine.
Yo, have you seen that man? Yo, that man enjoys some nose beers before the game.
That boy loves his nose candy.
Yo, he
All
looks just like his dad. I could just imagine if stuff is going wrong, like what does he say to him? Like
currently he's as a testament to that pun. Currently, he's an outside linebackers coach.
I see what you did there. Yeah,
I could just imagine they probably just stare at each other like with the mean mugging, like the fucking.
There was no love in that family.
their defense is okay though.
No, Patriots. They've always had a decent defense.
Matt Judon, he's the cornerstone of our defense right
You
there.
guys are a better version of what we suffer from. Like your defense is okay, but if your offense is terrible, your defense can only do so much. Can only do so much.
Our offense is questionable. It needs work.
Yeah. So that's something to look. I mean, down the line in the offseason, how you shape up that offense. And like, was it Minos that was saying like Mac Jones has some negotiation pull when it comes to where's the direction of this offense, and if not, I'm gone.
I don't blame him.
So, but I mean, yeah, you're still in the playoff hunt. It's not over yet. We'll see where it goes, man.
True that.
Where it goes. All right, let's move on. Broncos 9, the Baltimore Ravens 10. Rex, I know you didn't watch this game, but I'm sure you saw. Whoa,
man, you saw the game.
he was on the plane when this shit happened.
Oh, he watched it.
I was
He
in
watched
flight.
it.
I didn't watch the game.
You
I
watched
saw
the replay.
the highlights.
Don't worry. Same thing I went through in the draft. They probably just should have sent some messages like, "Yo, what's going on? This was going on."
I was in flight during the game. I landed. I went to Twitter because Twitter usually gives me an accurate depiction enough or a fan freak out depiction of what is happening in the game. And
You pulled it
we're a
off.
disaster right now. Our defense is playing lights out. Like the Broncos did not enter our green zone. The Broncos did not enter our
This man said what?
It's the Broncos.
What?
Relax.
Broncos country.
No.
Let's
That's
ride.
2 weeks in a row. We did the same thing last week.
Did you see the game last week?
Last week, what was the score last week? Last week, our opponents had 3 points. Or was that 2 weeks ago?
No.
Was last week?
Last week,
Jacksonville, right? That was Jacksonville.
Oh, then it was a week
You
before.
lost Jacksonville. You lost to Jacksonville.
Sorry, then a week before, the opponents had 3 points, then Jacksonville, and then these guys had no touchdowns, all field goals. So the defense is holding their own. The offense has nothing to offer. They're just dead. And now Lamar's hurt, so who knows what's happening there? I don't know. Stanford is throwing us a bone. Stanford is literally like, here, we'll save you guys. They're trying to hire OC as their head coach. He's probably going to go, and we've already spoken to one guy, Willie Tiger, from I forget what school, and he's a RPO guy. And I'm like, why are we doing this to ourselves? It's the same thing all over again. There's so many offensive guys in the league with so much talent. Just hire one. The coach is
QB coach.
the guy who's his friend again. Apparently, the Tiger guy is a family friend, and it's the same thing over and over again. I've given up on this team.
Are you concerned?
I've given up on them. Like, I'm not concerned.
This was the same time last year. Lamar got injured with the same record.
About the same time, yeah. 8-5, 8-4. So yeah, we're about to nosedive again.
Yeah, that's my only concern because I mean, even though you won, it was against the Broncos.
I mean, but with the O line that you have, you guys have a pretty solid O line.
So it'll be
It's not
interesting
showing
to
up
see.
in the run game though.
No, we're not. The O line has fallen off.
Damn.
Yeah, it'll be interesting
Lamar
to
was
see.
eating sacks. We couldn't run the ball.
Pause.
We started doing trick plays and having wide receivers throwing passes to quadruple coverage. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
What is it? Is it a sprained knee? What is the injury?
It's a PCL sprain. He's gonna be out like 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay,
No
so
surgery
like a month.
needed. It's a wrap.
But it's only 5
He
games
said
left.
it's a wrap. I don't think it's a wrap.
Wait, there's only 5 games
Wait,
left. He's like,
there's 5
like,
games left. Who are you playing to finish this season?
We have to play the Bengals. We have to play the Steelers twice. I think we still have the Browns once and somebody else. Who knows?
Wow.
You got the Bengals.
Yeah,
I said that.
The
Bengals,
it's a tough one.
Bengals, Browns, Steelers twice, and then one more team. And I forget about who cares. We're done.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
start
reckon-
Jamar Chase. Start
You
Jamar
reckon-
Chase.
You reckon Harbaugh's job is at stake?
Yes.
No, they just extended him this year. They're not gonna fire him.
They just
I mean,
need a new offensive
we also
coordinator.
extended this guy last year. He's gone.
I mean, the Cardinals coach got
But
extended.
you guys are not 8-4.
That's
He's
true.
go-
I mean,
he's
I'm
gonna
saying,
skate by.
if the season falls and you fall out of the playoff hunt,
No, he used the same excuse. I lost my quarterback. Just the same thing as last year. He's not going anywhere. The fact that he's interviewing OCs tells me he's not going anywhere.
Really? I mean, that I lost my quarterback is no excuse anymore, man.
I have a conspiracy theory that the Ravens are tanking the season to make sure that Lamar Jackson can't demand money. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The calls are just bad. The offensive play calling is just incredibly horrendous.
It's just like when they called that, Russ to throw the ball from the one in the Super Bowl. They wanted to make him the face of the franchise, not Marshawn.
Right. It's like, I feel like there's a conspiracy theory that doesn't make sense. It's like, because you didn't attempt to get him a wide receiver, which was the one thing he needed more than anything. Up to now, we're still in the same spot, needing a wide receiver with 5 weeks to go. There were trades. There were people coming available from release, and people then you go pick up Deshaun Jackson. Like, you're not trying. You're literally not trying. So I don't know what else.
Deshaun,
Wait, how's Djax looking?
he had one
What do
big
you
play.
think? He's 35. What do you think?
You were praising him a few
He
weeks
runs
ago.
2 routes a game.
Hey, they work. They've worked for how many years? They've worked for how many years?
Passes in like 5 games.
You just don't know how to throw to Deshaun Jackson.
You just don't know how to throw deep.
You don't know how to throw to Deshaun. Maybe a quarterback doesn't have an arm.
Yeah, right. Because the quarterback that had through the first 6 weeks, he has the longest pass in the NFL this season, but he doesn't have an arm. Okay, keep.
How come he's not throwing to Deshaun though?
Because Deshaun is 35, he can't run.
Even if it's one run a game, he's good.
He's good for one bomb a game.
One bomb a game. That's it. Every game, throw one bomb and then you're done. Go sit down. Go put the Ferrari in the shop, like how they used to call it in Philly. Put the Ferrari in the shop. One bomb
On
a
the
game.
bright
And you have
side,
CeeDee Lamb, you have AJ Brown, and you have the other one, and then you're coming to big fun of me. I don't have a fucking receiver, but let's talk about Deshaun Jackson's deep routes. Fuck y'all.
Hey, we had Deshaun before, man. I love my Deshaun. I love
Right.
The
Deshaun,
25-year-old
Right.
Deshaun.
But Andrews
you
is
gotta
still
count your
Andrews.
you gotta count your blessings though. You could always be the Indianapolis Colts, So count your blessings while you still can. At least you still have a franchise quarterback.
Jerry Rice was
At least you have a franchise quarterback.
running routes like crazy, man.
Do we have a franchise quarterback? We don't have a franchise quarterback.
This
You
year.
do, Lamar Jackson. I thought it was. That's
You
This
can't.
year.
He's not a franchise quarterback if he's not paid. You can't call him a franchise quarterback if he's not paid.
And because you guys don't want to, I mean, you guys haven't paid him. Let me stop.
So he's not a franchise quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback on a rookie 5th-year option. That's not a franchise.
They're not helping him get there because the thing is, they're not helping him get there.
What point are you making? What point are you trying to make?
The point I'm
You're
trying
better
to
than the
make
Colts.
is
You're better than the
DM
Colts.
does not want to be crippled.
We're not better than the Colts. The Colts have better receivers than us.
What?
That's true, but
They do.
Whoa.
Name. Don't say Deshaun Jackson. You assholes. Name.
I do agree with Rex. We're just in the worst situation.
Rashad Bateman is good,
But we
even
have
though he's
better
hurt.
Bateman has been injured since week 5. What are you talking about?
Duvernay, bro.
Bateman is out
I
for the
said even
season.
though he's hurt.
He's
Duvernay
out for the
just said.
season.
Duvernay?
Yeah, I mean,
Duvernay is a punt returner, my boy. What are we doing?
They're not trying to give him guaranteed money because they're trying to.
Oh my god, I'm done.
it gets to a point
I'm
where you
saving
gotta
my
pay
money
a
for my
quarterback,
Falcons
man.
jersey.
Regardless of what, I mean, yes, it gets to a point you got to pay a quarterback. I mean, this guy should have been paid, and I do talk about how he needs an agent, but this guy should have been paid, man.
It's the Ravens'
And
fault anyway.
I don't know if it's the Ravens or if it's Lamar, because now
they should have extended him last year. They should have
Now that
extended
he's
him
hurt,
last
I
year.
said
Now,
this last
now
time.
their hands
I
are
said this
tied.
a few days. Their
now-
hands are tied. He's also in trouble.
Now with the injuries, does Lamar?
He's not in
yeah,
trouble.
that's
He's
what I was
not in
trying to
trouble.
say.
You know
The
why?
injuries.
Because if the
Why
Ravens
back-
don't pay him,
back to
someone
back
else
seasons.
will.
Someone else will, but it's probably going to take. Let me see which of these dumb owners might pay him without looking at his injury history.
He said
One of them
Falcons.
will.
He said the Falcons.
Wait, what is his injury
Falcons
history?
have Mariota. They probably won't.
What is his injury history that is so concerning?
Well, last year he got injured same time. This
Twice in
year,
a row, bro.
it's
Yeah,
adding
but
up
it
now,
wasn't
right?
like it's not like he's having injuries like McCaffrey where he's like on IR.
No,
comes
but I'm
right back.
saying it's starting to show because he's a running
It's
quarterback.
yeah.
But that's also part of the reason why.
You see, you guys keep this is the narrative that the media lets you guys.
That's what I'm saying. Part of the reason why he's getting hurt is because he has no help.
Lamar Jackson has been injured. Lamar Jackson has been injured 3 times in his career. One was a concussion in a playoff game when the snap went over his head and he ran back to pick it up and throw it and he got slammed into the ground. That's a pass play. Second one was last season in the pocket, throwing the ball, pass play. Last week, in the pocket, throwing the ball, pass play. Don't talk to me about running quarterbacks and injuries. Shut the fuck up. He never gets
running injuries. You don't have to be a running injury to be injured, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Carson Wentz is not really a running quarterback, but he's always hurt.
No, but he takes a lot of hits because he
takes a lot of hits. That's what we're saying. Running quarterback.
Lamar too takes a lot of hits.
Who?
Lamar too.
No, I'm saying Lamar takes a lot of hits because he doesn't have any help.
Yeah, we have had Jimmy Garoppolo for 6 years. We have had Jimmy for 6 years. ACL, high ankle sprain and ligament damage, bad shoulder, now broken foot.
I mean, he's still the man.
Was it easy for them to trade him, Minos?
But he's still the man.
He had surgery. They couldn't trade Jimmy because Jimmy had surgery and no team will pick him up. It wasn't because of his injury.
Yeah, he had surgery late. He waited until the end of March to have surgery.
That's still the reason why he wasn't traded, though.
It wasn't because of his injury history. It was because he had surgery.
But also, we were holding out for some good picks or fuck it, we were going to keep him.
Why are we having this?
Wasn't it also his cap number part of the reason?
Again, I reiterate my stance. The Ravens don't pay this man. Somebody else will.
Somebody will pay him. What are you talking about?
Somebody will pay him. But I'm saying it's going to be one of. I'm not saying he's not going to get paid. I mean, Baker got picked up. I'm not saying he's not going to get paid, but some owner who's probably not looking.
You guys paid Dak after he got hurt, didn't you?
But Dak was one of their only choices, though.
Yeah, but he actually had surgery.
Yeah, but he came back to the table.
And Dak didn't. Yeah, and then
Dak
didn't negotiate a long. He doesn't have
Lamar
a
has never had surgery. Lamar
never left the table.
Right, he never had surgery. You guys paid your quarterback top dollar after surgery.
They paid him, but it's not a long-term deal. They didn't give him like a 10-year deal like they gave Mahomes.
How many people get 10-year deals? What are these comparisons?
Or a 5-year deal. Let me say 5 years.
How much is Dak making a year?
Dak is making 40.
Thank you. So what are you saying? What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying.
He got 40 after he had surgery. So how the hell is Lamar not going to get paid?
Dak wanted more, and he came back to the table with the years that the Cowboys wanted because he got injured. That's what I'm saying. You have to give up something.
I'm pretty sure. You can't
just stand on your line.
I'm pretty sure Lamar will take 40, but if it's fully guaranteed. That's the only thing. But he has never had surgery. The fact is, Jerry paid your man $40 million with surgery. How the hell is Lamar not going to get paid? I don't understand the logic here.
But I don't think the Cowboys had a lot of. They didn't have a lot of choices, though.
Wait,
and the Ravens do?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the rest of the league does for Lamar.
The Ravens
but this year's draft, even though as much as we don't go for the rookies,
this
draft is loaded with.
There are 5 teams this year's draft that are going to get lucky.
Loaded with quarterbacks.
5 teams, no more than 5 teams, Kweku, and there are 32 teams in the league. Think about that.
Yeah, but they're different tiers. I mean, I don't know.
Are you just sticking to the point because it sounds good in your ear, or you are just
my thing is, if I'm Lamar, I sign a 3-year deal, a 4-year deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it's not fully guaranteed,
that's what I'm saying.
Back to the table again.
You come back to the table.
I completely agree with you there. But let's now talk because of how Lamar's let's say injury history, for lack of a better term, because I don't think he has that, has gone, that all of a sudden his value has reduced somehow.
A lot of
it's
GMs,
not the value is reduced, it's the risk is increasing, right?
A lot of GMs will look at that. They look for anything to pull money back.
Plus, it's not Lamar's history, it's running quarterbacks' history in the league. There's a long history of quarterbacks that get injured.
Look,
Cam Newton wasn't getting a lot injured.
Listen, Andrew Luck, right? Andrew Luck took mad hits, mad injuries, and he still got top dollar. What are you talking about?
Andrew's game is
how long did Andrew Luck
How
long did he play?
All this running quarterback and all this stuff.
It's hard to find a franchise quarterback. Teams are going to pay a franchise quarterback if it's available.
Yo,
Come on, guys.
You
You
think somebody's gonna pay Lamar for it? I mean, I'm sure somebody will pay over.
If that got
all this
$40
stuff.
million,
It's not about the
$40 million
pay.
a year
It's the fully
after just having
guaranteed.
surgery, why the hell won't Lamar?
It's not
It's
about
two
the pay.
things.
It's the fully
Yeah.
guaranteed. I don't
And
think the Ravens have a
availability.
problem paying him.
Forget about
let's
the fully
move
guaranteed.
on to the
That's
next
what the
game.
problem is.
This is we're talking in circles. Let's
Forget
go.
about the fully guaranteed. He's
But
gonna
that's what
get
the problem
paid.
is.
Anyway.
The problem is he has no help. That's the problem.
And
He's
he's
not
on a
gonna
That's
get,
rookie
he's not gonna
GM
get
work.
what he gets that money though.
No, that's
That's
the
your
worst.
GM.
Negotiate in good faith
The most
with
mind-boggling
somebody
part about it
that
is
you have
he's on
done
a
nothing
rookie
to help.
contract. Rex, the
Huh?
most mind-boggling part about it, he's on a rookie contract and he has no help. That shit makes no sense.
Makes no
It
sense.
makes no
That's
sense,
on the
dog.
GM though.
But
That's
but
on the
wait,
GM.
Yes,
that's
but
bad
so
drafting.
now you're telling me, Kweku, you are telling me that the GM who has not helped this kid who's on his fifth year option making $23 million this year, when his compadres and people he's better than are making 40 and 45 and 46 million, you're telling me that the GM is going to come sit there and say, well, you're running quarterback and with your history, I don't think I can pay you when you have done nothing to help him.
That's not what I'm saying.
wait,
but
wait.
they're going to use his injury
tried.
history.
They just
Then he
to
will
try.
go somewhere else. Because
Any-
if Russell
any
Wilson
owner-
can get that
any-
contract in Denver, if Kyler
any
Murray can get
GM
that
is
contract
gonna-
in Arizona, Lamar Jackson can get those contracts in like 5 or 6 other places. What are we talking about?
Any GM,
what
look
I'm
at
saying
what
is,
Arizona
he can get
did
it
to
in
Kyler.
Baltimore.
Kyler's not injury prone, but they used certain things to try to put clauses in his contract.
Kyler has missed multiple games every single season, but he's
And
not
that's
injury
why-
prone. Great.
And besides the
He's not injury prone,
they
but he's
use
missing
certain
games.
things.
Wait,
He's missing
yeah,
games
but-
because he's taking naps.
At the end of the day,
Why is he
my
missing
point
games?
is he can get that same contract wherever he goes.
No.
He
quick,
can get it in
Ebo,
Ravens.
Ebo,
It's
Ebo,
just the
wait,
guaranteed
Ebo,
part.
Ebo,
He's not going to get that.
Ebo, wait a second. Please answer this for me, Kweku. How is he not injury prone if every single year he misses games? Please answer that
I
for me.
didn't say
You talk
Kyler
out of
was
your
not
ass.
injury prone.
You
I
literally
said,
just said that. You said he's
no,
not
that's
injury
not what I
prone.
said. I said
Lie,
certain
lie,
things with
lie.
his character are
You
what
literally
has
said
caused.
injury prone.
When go rewind the damn thing.
Oh, this is recorded. We'll watch it again. What are you talking about?
Go
a lot of shit,
rewind the
man.
damn thing.
I'm so tired of you. Fuck.
Let's
Shit,
move on,
tired of
dog.
yourself.
Let's
Not
move
me.
on, dog.
Let's move on.
Please do. I can't
Titans
have this
10,
conversation anymore.
Eagles 35. Take the wheel, quickly.
Let's get Rex
Word there,
some
take the
Michael.
wheel. And actually,
All right.
Minos, you can assist since you were at the game. So, but let Quick assist team. Let him.
So Eagles 35. Yeah. So I mean, overall, it was a very good game. Yeah, a lot of people. I know that in terms of Tennessee, I was surprised they didn't run for more than 40 yards. They literally, like watching the game, it felt like they literally came there prepared for Derrick Henry. I mean, Tennessee ended up throwing the ball quite a bit. Overall, I think Jalen Hurts, I mean, this dude was killing it. To run for 159 yards last week, and then Miles Sanders, of course, adding another, can't remember the numbers, like 130 something, and then to throw for 380 yards. I mean, it was just crazy. AJ Brown was going.
AJ
nuts.
had blood in his eyes, dog. He was like,
Yeah, literally. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it wasn't even. He didn't get that at the game. I think it was a week before. But like, dude just came. Dude was
They
just
couldn't
balling
cover
out.
him, man.
They
yeah,
couldn't
he was
cover
like,
him.
this
They
is
couldn't
why
cover
you,
him. They
this is
couldn't
why
cover-
you should have paid me.
Exactly.
That's why they
I mean,
fired
and
their GM.
That's why they fired
Yeah.
their GM. Exactly. I mean, but overall, this team is scary. It's like every week it's either they're going to beat you with the run or they're going to beat you with the pass. So like, it's like, okay, what am I preparing for? You know.
To be fair to the Titans, I think Traylon Burks is going to be a good player.
He is.
He might not
He's
be.
gonna
He might
a
not
good
be
player.
AJ Brown, but he's going to be a very good receiver. So,
Yeah,
But
he's-
then wait,
he's-
they could have added him to AJ Brown.
no,
It wasn't an either or.
Nah.
No,
they
because
probably would have been gone.
yeah, that was the
You think?
trade. That was part of the
Yeah.
trade, right?
Wait,
They
you think he
picked him
would have
with
been
the
gone before the Titans?
He
Huh?
probably would have been gone.
He would have been
Yeah,
gone
he
before the
would've been gone.
Titans.
You'd have been
Because
gone,
it
yeah.
was the Eagles. The Eagles traded the 17th pick
Yeah.
for AJ
So the
Brown.
Titans drafted like 22nd or 20 something.
No, it was,
Nah, they drafted. I think they. I don't know if they drafted. I don't.
he
know if
was
they
like
had
in
an
the
extra
teens. They
draft
drafted him in the teens.
pick. It was the
Yeah,
17th.
but the
pick.
Titans pick was like 20 something, no?
Yeah, and then but they didn't trade that pick to the Eagles. The Eagles just traded
Mhm.
their first round pick and the third rounder.
He could have been there. That's all
for
I'm saying.
AJ.
Wait, I thought they used the pick from the Eagles to pick him.
Yeah,
that's what they used. Yeah, the 17th pick.
Yeah, so how would he have been there?
No, I'm saying
No,
Titans were drafting around like 20, 21, 22 or whatever.
So you think
he might have been there? He might
I
have
don't
been.
think he would have been there. A lot of wide receivers, were getting picked. The way
I
they
don't
were
think
getting
so.
picked,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
he
the
was
thing is,
highly
the deal
renowned. He
was
was highly renowned in this draft. He
Mhm.
had the most yards out of all the receivers. He was the most productive receiver in this draft, even though he wasn't the most talented. He was the most productive receiver in this draft.
Yeah.
So
London was good too, but
London was
London
like
went early.
he was the top. He was the one top pinnacle. Then I think Olave. Then it was between
Olave is going to be a problem.
Jets.
Yeah.
With the
Then
Jets.
this guy was like the third or fourth best in this draft. He wouldn't have been there in the 20s, I don't think.
Nah, because they all started going from the 10th pick to the 15th. So if they hadn't traded that pick, they wouldn't have gotten.
It was still a stupid trade though, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was. I mean, in my eyes, like I'm just even that day, I was like, dude, how are you gonna trade for this guy? But yeah, I mean, overall, I think we played very well. Defense was balling, 6 sacks. Stopping the run. The sky's the limit. I mean, the rest of our schedule is somewhat favorable, even though,
I'm just ready for that Dallas game, dog.
Yeah.
When is that one?
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Gonna mess up some
So we got
people's Christmas.
2 weeks?
Yep.
In 2 weeks?
Yep.
All right. We'll be
mess
here.
up some Christmas. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I think they played well. Special teams, surprisingly, they played pretty well. I mean, to have almost 108 yards returning, whether it's punts or kickoffs, they played pretty well. I mean, in my opinion, compared to previous weeks.
Yeah.
It's not about putting up 40, 50 points. It's more about finding a way to win. And Jalen Hurts is always finding ways to win. Like, dude is balling. I mean, overall, with the statistics.
You guys are in rare form right now.
He might be MVP front runner, right? Him and
he is the
Mahomes.
MVP.
Yeah,
he's gonna win it. Unless you guys like shit the bed in the next 4 or 5 games, he's gonna win the MVP.
Oh, Carson, God forbid.
Who?
Not praying for an injury. No. Like an injury situation. Like what happened to Carson, because he was.
It's him and Mahomes, right? Who else?
Nah, it's him.
It's him.
It's him.
No, I'm just asking who's next in line.
Okay, it's him, Mahomes, and Allen. But
Allen
Allen
has thrown quite a bit of picks.
Too many picks, man.
Allen throws too many picks.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's him and Mahomes.
They're gonna give it to him just because his record is an anomaly. Like the Eagles Eagles don't win this many games every year, like Mahomes does. So the fact that this year they've emerged as the way they are, I think he's the front runner to win it. Because the Eagles, this is not like Mahomes does this every year, right? So this is something new when it comes to the Eagles.
With Mahomes, it's because he's doing it with what they perceive as lesser talent.
Yeah, but even with that, statistically, Jalen Hurts is doing better than Mahomes, right? So I think he's the front, unless he shits the bed in the next 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, I think he's the front runner.
He's gonna win it. Yeah, he's gonna win it.
Yeah, because just how he takes over games, how he's like pulling from behind, and this dude like commands a locker room. Everybody loves him. Like this dude is well respected. Like people will go on the line for him any day. They'll go to battle for him any day.
Shout out to Sirianni too. He's done his thing, man.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good coach.
To be able to I was just saying, to be able to run for over 300 yards the previous week and then pass for 300 yards the next week.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think the best thing that happened to Sirianni was giving up call playing. I don't know.
He's not calling the plays anymore?
He doesn't call the plays.
He stopped calling plays. Yeah, but it gives him the opportunity, similar to Mike McCarthy. It allows him to just manage like the team and the different units during the game.
And no wonder Sirianni be doing the most.
Yeah, you notice on the sideline. On the sideline, he be talking shit. He's talking a lot of shit on the sideline.
Yeah, and even this one, he was still talking. I hope he teamed
a lot of shit. I love it though. That's you love a coach like that.
He represents the city well though.
He be talking shit with the players, dog.
But I think the thing that works for the Eagles, I'm sure knows you hear it all the time in the city. they don't practice as crazy as, like even during the week. They do a lot of walkthroughs, so they tend to preserve a lot of their players. And also for us, I think one thing that makes me confident with the weeks coming up is the fact that most of our injured players are coming back. Like they're slowly coming back. Like this week, I think Avante Maddox is supposed to come back, and then Dallas Goedert comes back the following week. So I mean, it's just looking good for the rest of the year. What?
Y'all just lost Robert Quinn though.
Really?
Yeah, IR. Yeah, Robert Quinn's on IR. It's a knee injury. I don't know to what extent. They just
said about
on Friday. What?
They said it was a sprain, just about 4 weeks.
About 4 weeks.
How has he played though since he got traded?
I mean,
Derrick Henry got how many yards?
Derrick Henry got 30 yards.
But that's not because of Robert Quinn. He can't stop the run.
The whole defensive line, though, man.
I mean, Jordan Davis came back. Keep in mind, he came back this week, even though he was.
Oh, he did.
But
nice.
Yeah, but
he's on a pitch count now, though, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But Fletch and Hargrave and Sweat got like 2 sacks, and Hassan Reddick, that guy's just an animal. I mean, slowly. What?
No, I felt like the Titans gave up on the run a bit early too.
No, I think they tried, but it just wasn't working.
Henry had 11 touches?
I think it was 6, maybe 11, maybe 6. I think he got like 6 for 30 or 33 yards. Even Tannehill had more yards than him. Tannehill had 34.
Yeah, he had 11 touches. That's not enough. Come on.
Yeah. Nah, but he wasn't going anywhere. That's the thing. He was getting. That's what I'm saying. That it felt like at one point, it felt like the Eagles came prepped for Derrick Henry.
Stop the run game.
Even trying to stop in the pass game. Like they were not allowing him.
Yeah.
Looks like the Eagles might have the number 1 seed.
Christmas Eve.
Unfortunately, they're 2 in front of us. We need someone else to knock them off.
Oh, they're 2 games ahead, huh?
Yeah.
You guys, did they play any more division games? Eagles.
You have the 2 games with the Giants and then 1 game.
You have the Giants.
The Giants
and 1 game with the Cowboys.
Giants are 2 injured. The Giants are 2 injured.
Yeah, 2 injured.
Yeah. I mean, but I can see them give up the last game if they don't have anything to play for. Like, I mean, if at that point, if Minnesota loses,
they can't do it if the Cowboys.
If they know that the seed is important to them, they're not gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah, but it also depends on how many games Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's gonna drop any games.
Yeah, but I mean, if you decide to rest and like hypothetically speaking, you lose to the Cowboys and they're only behind 1 game, and then you decide to rest and then you lose another one and they win, you're in shit.
Yeah.
So even if they're gonna rest, it'd probably be like that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna take the foot off the pedal, it's probably gonna be like the last week of the season.
But with a bye week, you don't want to rest again. That's like 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
true. I mean, they wouldn't rest the last game. If anything, they'll play like maybe a half.
Wait, the Eagles haven't had a bye yet?
No, they have.
Yeah,
we're talking about the playoffs.
Right.
But I was saying if they win the 1 seed, that gives them a bye,
and then they rest. That'll be like 2 buys.
2 buys.
Yeah. Nah, they won't do that. They'll probably play through into the. Knowing Nick Sirianni, he's not just gonna pull players out, even though he did that last year. But I think he learned his lesson. He's not gonna pull players out.
It's a win-win or lose situation, because if you rest, then you have 2 weeks and you might get rusty. And if you play the guys and some key players get hurt, then it's another issue. So it's a difficult thing to deal with.
That's a risk you gotta weigh, right?
Yeah, you gotta weigh, and then it also depends on how you practice the week prior to not playing that Sunday. I mean, like during the Super Bowl year, we practiced all the way till Thursday, and then Doug Peterson pulled them out. Give them the rest of the weekend off.
Yeah, I lean more towards playing because a player can get injured in training, in practice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the next. Dolphins 17, 49ers 33. Minos, how you feeling, man? First of all, let's go back. How was the experience at the Eagles game before we go into yours? How was that atmosphere like?
The coolest part of the whole thing was the stealth bomber flyover.
You posted that on the thread. That's right.
That shit was pretty dope. But I left with about 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter because I had to walk home so I could watch the 49ers game.
Bet. Cool. Cool. Makes sense. Which you're about to discuss now. So go ahead.
Yeah, so CBS should have had us on TV. I was mad I had to use a stupid pirated site, freezing half the time. But
Yo, same here.
I just want to say, when the game started, I didn't even get a chance to take a sip of my drink. And all of a sudden, our former receiver, Trent Sherfield, took a bad angle by Gibson. Fred Warner got beat on a quick slant. I mean, I don't blame him for that. But then, bam, I was like, oh,
shit.
It's just going to be
about to be one of those games, but
it's going to be one of them Kansas City games. I'm like, our defense does not give up points. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And then, we start moving the ball a little bit, but then, bam, our number 2 quarterback on the team breaks his foot. And I'm like, why is Brock Purdy coming into the game? Oh, shit, Jimmy's on a cart. I think I texted all of y'all, said, season's done, it's over. And I proceeded to get really, really drunk. So my analysis of the game is a little bit fuzzy.
Wavy. A little wavy, huh?
But I do remember being pretty impressed with Brock Purdy. I mean, he didn't look like he was like a scared rookie that was coming into the game.
Very confident. He did look
and then when you look back and think about it, this man has started 48 games in college. I mean, it's not like he hasn't, and he started in a conference where you're going up against the big boys. So you know what? He showed some things where I was like, okay, all right. He was able to dodge a pass rush. He was working the safeties with his eyes really well. And then his 2 touchdown passes to Juice and to McCaffrey. The ball was out of his hands before the receivers even turned. So
I think he got 1 touchdown pass. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, he had 2. Juice Check and McCaffrey. Yeah. So, and then you hear all the defensive players after the game saying, look, man, he's been practicing against us every week this year. He talks shit to us. We talk shit to him. We think he's got it. He could play. And so, yeah. And then to our defense, I mean, it made them look
stone cold stunner. That defense is crazy.
Pedestrian until
Nick Bosa, man.
Bro, that defense is crazy.
Nick Bosa.
What? I've never seen the Dolphins high flying offense just get babied. Like they just hit him with that little too small. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Just straight.
Because the only thing that really, I mean, when Tua can't get the ball to Tyreek within the first 4 yards and let him run,
Tua struggled, dog. He's been playing well, but that game he
they pulled him out
he was seeing ghosts. He was seeing ghosts.
Seeing ghosts, bro. That motherfucker was like, "Yo, what is this?"
To get concussed,
what is this?
Yo, but Eric Armstead was back, so we finally had one of our big stoppers in the middle because they didn't do jack shit on the ground.
Yeah.
Wilson, man, what happened to Wilson?
Nothing.
That's supposed to be a revenge game.
Man, that motherfucker did nothing. He's on one of my fantasy teams.
I know, right? He gave me 0.3 or something.
Yeah, 0.3. I was like, what the hell? You played? What?
Yo, but
nothing.
I mean, we had 4 turnovers. I mean, that shit was beautiful. And Fred Warner's a monster in the middle.
Dangerous team, bro.
Number 1 defense in the league, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It was just kind of sad that we actually gave up some points in the second half, though.
Dangerous team, man.
I think I said this like 2 weeks ago. I know I said at the beginning of the season that I wouldn't want to face the Giants, but the 49ers, that defense, I don't think I want to face them. Like, I'll probably face the Cowboys before I face the 49ers.
The 49ers are very physical.
Like that
offense and defense.
Yeah, bro. On both sides of the game. I mean, I like teams like that. I like teams like that, like just straight. Because that's what you need in January, really.
That's why I'm like,
look at that game. Look at that game that we had against Aaron Rodgers and Lambeau in the playoffs last year.
Yep. And all you need is that. If you have that, and then your quarterback is competent, like good.
Shit, Jimmy was not competent in that game against Green Bay.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be. That's the reason why you didn't make it to the dance. Like Jimmy was not it. But I mean, you have like a competent quarterback.
Well, Jimmy's
tough
ankle,
to keep you out of the Super Bowl.
Well, Jimmy's foot, they originally thought it was a Liz Frank injury, which would have required surgery, and he would have been done. But now they're just kind of like, no, it's just a regular straight up fracture.
Yeah, they say
And he could
playoffs,
be back
right?
playing.
He might be
I mean,
back in the playoffs.
If his rehab goes well, he could be back for the NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
Now, if
that's what I
Brock
heard.
Purdy gets you to the NFC Championship game, which, you know, I'm a rock with Brock, but I'm not the most confident.
Wait, wouldn't Trey be back before
But
all
if
of
he
that?
gets you to the, if he
Trey
gets you
could,
to
but
that game,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I forgot about Trey. Trey's on the team too.
He could be back before even Jimmy gets
They
back.
think
right?
Trey could be back, but they
Trey,
don't
I
want
thought
to
he
rush
was
him this
season
year.
ending. I thought it was ending season.
No,
ending.
they said the timetable for him would probably put him back in
the playoffs.
middle to late December, but they shut it. The 49ers shut that down real quick. They're like, we're just gonna rock with Jimmy. But now,
but would
no
you
Jimmy.
play Trey? Would you play Trey over Jimmy though?
There's no Jimmy.
I haven't seen enough of Trey.
No, Jimmy might
trust
be
him in
back
the playoffs, dog.
That's
I
what
would
I'm
shut
saying.
him down if I were you. I haven't
that
seen
the
enough of him to
49ers
trust
are
him in the
going to shut him.
playoffs.
The 49ers are going to shut
Purdy.
him down.
Yeah.
If Purdy's, I mean, you know what?
Purdy might
There's
do
a
some
reason
runs
why
for
we
now,
released Nate Sudfeld. We believed in Mr. Irrelevant.
Shout out to
Did you guys put in a claim for Baker?
No.
No.
Nobody
said
wanted
no.
to pay that 1.3 except the Rams.
He went to the Rams, man.
Why
But
did the
I
Rams
just
even
still
pick
don't
him up?
understand. Where do the Rams come up with all the money? They're paying like everybody to be hurt and not like. No, but my funniest thing after the game. So Nick Bosa said the reason why he went apeshit this game is because Kyle Shanahan called the defensive line out in team meetings last week. And I'm like, man, he called out the D line on a game they shut out a team.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And Nick Bosa was like, I told him, don't talk shit to me like that again. And then I told him, actually, keep doing it. It works. And then Debo, they asked him, they were like, what do you feel about the game and blah, blah, blah. And he just said straight up, I thought they had the best talent over there, though. Oh. My bad.
Wow.
Kyle does not lose to his former employees, man. He's beating their asses, dog.
Yeah, man.
He owns them.
But we lost the important one, NFC title game.
Can't win them all, but I mean, you get a shot again this year. We'll see.
Let's hope, man. 8-4, 5 straight.
We'll see.
You got the Seahawks to I don't know.
Yeah, Seahawks keep winning, man. Come on.
Yeah, they're a tricky one too, man. But they just lost Walker, so I don't know how that's going to affect them.
For how long though? I think they lost. They lost
though.
DJ Dallas, Walker. They lost like 4 running backs.
Dallas, I think he is coming back soon.
A couple of them are like questionable all week. Man.
Yeah, but Walker's out for a bit, so I mean he is the talisman on the ground.
K9.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting though. But yeah, they both definitely swinging for that playoff spot. With you guys in the lead, of course, in the division, and I think they're like in the hunt for the wild card. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But you guys still play one more game, right?
Between them and the Giants and all that.
Yeah, we play the Seahawks one more time, and then
Home or away?
I think it's a. Hold on, I think
Man.
it's away.
Okay. Well, that should be interesting. We'll see. All right, next game, Monday night or Sunday night, right? Colts at Cowboys, 19-54. I'll let you start that off. I have quite a bit to say, but I'll let you start it off.
Yeah, you still have a lot to say. Well, I don't have much to say.
I have a lot to say because during that game, one of my Cowboys friends was texting me. I was like, bro, we're gonna lose this game, dog. Because you know it was close up until the third quarter. It was like neck to neck. And I was like, dog, we're gonna find a way to lose this game. And did we ever? Dog, you guys scored 30 points in the fourth quarter, dog.
83 points in the fourth quarter, man. That was like a record for Cowboys.
I stopped watching that game. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. I blacked out.
I knew we're gonna lose the game because we're not a good team. We're not a good team. Like, I honestly think we're the worst team in the league.
There's so much talent on that team.
No, our scattered talent is what has got us a few wins here and there. But in reality, if you're looking at it from a team's perspective, from top to bottom, coaching, philosophy, game plan, getting ready for games, I honestly think we're the worst team in the league right now.
So Jeff is not going to keep the job?
What's that?
Jeff's not gonna keep the job.
Dog, we're talking about Jim Irsay here. Let's just wait and see.
Did you see his face in the
Like Jim Irsay is a weird guy.
in the VIP?
Like
Who said
Saturday,
D'Amico
couldn't
Ryans
keep
was
the
going
job.
to take the job?
But I will say this: we've been playing better on the Saturday than we have been under what's his face? What's the other guy?
Reich.
Wow.
Reich.
Wow. Wow.
We've actually been playing better under him but the team is just bad. And like the fact that we have fired everything under the offense, like we're just so predictable. The guy that
Hey, but y'all got 19 though, right?
I mean, the guy that we have, he's never called plays before. He's like an assistant quarterback coach or something. So
Yo, the night before the
he's
game,
not very creative. Like by the third quarter, every team has figured us out.
dog, the night before the game, he plays Madden and hits that suggest a play button.
Right. right. And like this season, like Matt Ryan has revealed just so much. Like,
Yo, Matt Ryan.
he is
the main problem.
He's done. Like
He is frail.
Like
Wow.
not even that. Like
He's seen ghosts.
There's certain things that when we had Phillip Rivers, like Phillip Rivers, ability-wise, like physical ability had declined so much, but he made up so much with his cerebral aspect of the game. So he was able to recognize things and process them, get rid of the ball quickly. Matt Ryan does not have that at all, at all, and that's why 2 weeks ago when we played the Steelers, what's his face? Troy Aikman was going in. Remember, Troy Aikman was going in on Phillip Rivers the whole game. Not Phillip Rivers.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, he was going because like a veteran
That's
of
a
16
vet.
years,
Yeah.
certain things you should just know, and he just doesn't. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that like certain things like hot routes when the blitzer's coming, you don't know how to recognize and get rid of. Like, wow. If I were them, I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't start him anymore. The reason being, if he gets hurt, anytime between now and the end of the season, he's guaranteed 17 million, like 17 million guaranteed on the cap, which is a highly possible. The way he takes hits, just bench him. We're not gonna go anywhere. Just bench him and avoid that financial burden going into next season. Like, anyway, but I'm not the owner. I'll just bench him going forward. But yeah, go ahead. And
I was just gonna say. I mean, it was a close game. Colts came out fighting. Was Sunday night. Nobody wants to embarrass themselves.
I was not deceived one bit those first 3 quarters. I already knew that shit was going to fall apart.
Yeah.
I knew that shit was going to fall apart.
No, on the Cowboys end of stuff, we're happy to finally see Kellen Moore stick with the run game. Like,
yeah,
he just loves abandoning that run. And it's nice seeing Zeke and Pollard get that 1-2 punch going.
Yeah.
CD finally making plays. He's
that motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
Fucking guy, dog.
He's finally showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this OBJ talk has got him going.
I know. He's motivated.
It's like, yo, I need to get paid.
Oh yeah, OBJ.
But yeah, I thought the coaches did well with the adjustments. The main concern is we lost Brown, our second cornerback for the season.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So we've lost our number 2 and a number 3 corner for the season. As soon as Bossman Fat came in, oh God, every Cowboy fan was like, what is he doing in? Where is he at corner? Guess what? Touchdown. I'm like, come on. Every time he comes in the game, he gives up a touchdown.
Oh, but did you also see like how like we do not even attempt to go deep?
No,
we went deep once and we scored.
Yeah,
but we've gone. I think we've attempted the fewest deep passes the whole year.
I know you've been complaining about that O-line, but I was pretty impressed with the Colts O-line.
You want them to go deep and Michael Parsons will kill Matt Ryan?
No, wait. But this Colts O-line.
Watch the game. Listen to him.
This is the first team we've played that our front 4 could not get pressure. We had to blitz,
and we still didn't go deep. We went deep once. We went deep once the whole game.
And Matt Ryan would get rid of the ball with no pressure, and the ball placement was all over the place. I was
Thank
like,
you.
What are you doing?
Like you're saying everything. Like he is terrible. I'll just bench him, bro. If I were them, I'll just bench him.
I'll just bench him.
Save that cap, like burden.
But yeah, I thought the fourth quarter,
insane, man. Russell
that-
Wilson, Matt Ryan, Lamar Jackson, all these QBs that were supposed to be top notch. I
beg.
just
Lamar is
laid it.
still top notch. This is more
Not in the
you.
last
This
couple
is
of
more your
weeks.
franchise fucking up their situation. Then Matt Ryan is done, and he's in his late 30s. He should retire. Lamar still has a bright future, dog. But
so is Russell Wilson is done. He's still.
I don't know what happened to him.
Just
man.
robbed the Broncos, man. That's what happened.
Bruh. But yeah, like I'd say our defense, we have a playoff defense. Like it shows every game. But like I said earlier, who was it? Was it Sai? Yeah, like when your offense is that bad, like it's only a matter of time before your defense can only hold, like you can keep you together for that long. Our defense is really good. It's just our offense does nothing. We force some turnovers. What was it? Field goal, punt. Field goal, punt. It
was just a mismatch. A serious mismatch between your offense and their defense. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the Cowboys' defense. They're good, even though we beat them a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what's going to happen Christmas Eve, but that was a very good defense that y'all faced.
But I'm happy because now we're in the top 10 in the draft.
And they're probably going to do the same thing to Houston.
Slowly moving up. And after our bye week, hopefully some other motherfuckers in the top 10 get some wins so we continue to move up.
You might end up trading with the Eagles to get to the top 5. If the Saints
Who knows? Possibly. By the time we might even usurp you guys. Who you have the Raiders, right? You have the Raiders pick. Who do you have?
No, the Saints.
We have the Saints pick.
The Saints will win more games than us at the end of the year because we still got to play the Vikings. Nah, bro, we still got to play the Vikings. Yeah. We still got to play the Giants. We got to play. We have quite a tough. I think the easiest game we play is the Texans at the end of the year. That's it. Like everybody else is pretty good. So
you're all tied.
Maximum, we win 2 games. Everything else is a loss. So we might make it to the top 5. We'll see.
I mean, Saints still have a tough schedule coming up because they got to play the Falcons, the Browns.
Those are winnable games because the Saints have a really good defense too.
They do.
Have a really good defense.
But I think like the last game, I think they didn't have Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, they still held their own until the end, you know. True. So but yeah, this team is bad, and like I said, like the only reason why we have 4 wins. It's because of the scattered talent here and there. Like it's bad.
I mean, there's talent on the roster. I look at the roster, I'm like, how are they this bad?
Coaching is shambles. This man did knee jerk and fired everything that's offensive.
Then I think your owner jeopardized you guys with.
Yeah, absolutely, Rex. Absolutely.
I would have kept the OC if you knew you were going to fire the head coach.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they did. I think okay, we'll fire the OC. That was the first step because he wasn't trying to fire because he just gave Reich the extension the year before. So he's like, that's like last resort. And he ended up firing everything that's offensive on that side.
Because to me, it looked more calculated than you're giving the guy credit for. And the reason I say that is when first of all, when they made sure the trade deadline had passed before they started doing all the crazy firing. So, like, people couldn't get traded even if they wanted to leave. And when they fired, I feel like when he made Reich fire the OC, I feel like he had a plan to fire Reich because then he didn't want to replace the OC.
The OC was fired before the trade deadline.
I'm saying the timeline. They fired the OC, then they let the trade deadline pass, then they fired Reich. To me, it sounds calculated. Like he wanted to see if he could tank. And then he goes and hires this random guy on TV to come and coach. I feel like he wanted to tank, but I don't know.
When did he fire Reich? He fired Reich when we got embarrassed on national TV. That was not calculated. It was just he was done.
Yeah, if you get embarrassed on national TV,
it wasn't calculated.
Owners won't take that.
He was done. He was embarrassed on national TV. He was like, nah, you gotta go.
This was worse than what?
Yeah, because he was embarrassed. That's the reason why he fired Reich. He was embarrassed on national TV. And we're already losing, and finally, like, we got a primetime spot, and we got embarrassed on national TV. He's like, nah, man, this is it. Done.
But this one is worse than the last. Than Frank's.
It was funny, even to go back to the Eagles when they beat the Colts and Nick was running around saying this is for Frank. I'm like,
yeah. Fucking guy, dog. This is for Frank, right?
I'm like, dude.
Oh man.
Like it didn't work.
And they
for
played
this
that. We
franchise.
actually again I said like no knock on Jeff Saturday because he's actually got them playing well, but for someone that doesn't have. So he's a motivator of men, right? So he knows how to get them to play, but at the same time, you need to know how to coach, right? So you need to know how to game plan, and if you don't have anybody on the offensive side to be creative, because we fired everyone after like this is the NFL. After 2 quarters, you become predictable. You become predictable. Like you're not gonna surprise them. You gotta be creative. Like okay, we're gonna run here, get the defense to be honest, and if you don't have anybody of decent experience doing that. Good luck.
Do you think? Do you think?
But we play like we almost beat the Eagles. We lost by a point. We lost to the Commanders by a point. These are all under.
They came from behind.
This is all under.
Who had a question?
Saturday. We lost to the Eagles by 1 point. We lost to the Commanders by 1 point. We were with the Cowboys. Up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
on the right,
2-point game.
On the right, by halftime, we're down 2 scores every single game. Every single game, we're down by 2 scores every single game. So, like, there has been improvement, but they just
Frank should come and be our OC, man. He should come to Baltimore to be our OC.
Who, right?
Frankie?
No, absolutely, Rex. I've always said this. Even though he has not been the greatest head coach, he is a great offensive mind.
Well, we know he won a Super Bowl in Philly, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been a great offensive mind.
But Baltimore is gonna go hire some guy from college who runs RPO. Because fuck them all.
You could go hire Shaw,
and he can run those too. He ran RPOs with Phillip Rivers, and he was kind of successful with those, even though Rivers could not run. He was running RPOs with it. Was actually successful. But Rivers understood reading defenses, blitzes, all that. So like before you even touched him, ball's gone. That's contrast.
Yeah, I mean that's what comes with age and experience, right?
You would think that would come with Matt Ryan, but nah, he's like a deer in headlights. Like he doesn't like. Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, I mean on the Cowboys side, it was at least good to see the wide receivers come alive because I don't think this OBJ move is gonna happen.
Yeah, they're saying you guys his physical was suspect. So
yeah, word on
not
the
until
street.
January or something like that.
I don't think he's gonna be able to play this year.
I don't think he's playing this year.
Yeah, which didn't make any sense.
If I were him, I would just take a chill pill. Once
trying to get back in the off season, get a contract.
Hopefully the Giants don't get
maybe go to the Ravens as a compliment.
When you collect your entire salary in crypto and crypto tanks, you kind of need money.
Yeah. He kind of needs a paycheck.
He kind of needs a paycheck, bro.
I forgot about that, dog.
No one is gonna sign you when you can't run routes. Like
and Jerry said he's not signing anybody who's not doing a physical.
He should save himself the headache and just go somewhere else. Baltimore, don't waste your time, man.
Like I said, if I were him, I would sit out there.
If you hire Frank Reich, have him and Lamar.
If we hire Frank Reich, we are firing John Harbaugh. We have to.
If you guys
because Harbaugh does not like people he can't control, and that's the issue. He doesn't like people. That's why he's always hiring friends. He's hiring close associates of his brother, coach with his brother, coach with his dad. Those type of things. People that he will listen to him, and then he can blame them when shit doesn't go well. That man never accepts blame for anything. Never. It's always somebody else's fault. Somebody else did something.
Damn.
He needs somebody like a Todd Haley, where Todd Haley gets brought in by management and it's like that's your offensive coordinator, and then like you can't really say much.
Mike Tomlin wanted to choke.
Speaking of his brother.
Right?
Speaking of his brother, I think Irsay's going to try and get him. I think Irsay's going to try and get him.
Irsay's going to try and get him?
His brother.
Yeah,
trying to get him
Jim.
before he got right.
Yeah, Jim's coming back to the NFL.
Yeah, he's been trying to get Jim for years, but Jim is like, nah.
But he wouldn't come as an OC though. He's probably
he's coming as a head coach.
Head coach.
That's what I'm saying. You said Jim is coming. He's trying to get Jim into the NFL. So I thought you were saying.
Yeah, no, I meant as a head coach. I mean, Saturday's not a real coach.
Wow.
But do you think? I was going to ask you this. Do you think, because I see Jeff, like you said before, Jeff as a motivator of men, somebody like he reminds me a little bit of a Deion Sanders.
he's
Do
like
you
that
think
mixed
if-
with Tony Dungy, but you still need that
Yeah.
experience. So if anything, make him like a fucking O-line coach. I think he could
Well,
do that.
what's the question though?
Bro, he had a better gig on TV.
If he has a very good and experienced OC and an experienced DC, like people with head coaching experience, don't you think that they will bring
that
the
case,
best
yes.
out of him?
I agree. In that case, yes.
John
Because
Harbaugh. That was
In
John
that case, I
Harbaugh.
would
That's basically
yeah.
what Tony Dungy used to do.
That's what John Harbaugh is.
Tony Dungy used to do the same thing.
Yeah,
I
John
mean,
Harbaugh
Tony
was
Dungy,
very good.
he was he was more of a position coach before he became a head coach.
Yeah, he did. But like when he became head coach, he didn't like, he was a defensive guy, but he didn't call defensive plays.
Yeah.
He was just like, he was just a leader of men, that kind of thing. Like
Harbaugh was a special teams coach, motivating players, working with offensive and defensive guys. Didn't really coach any position. Doesn't do schematics. So when you watch games on the sideline, he's watching just like us, like a fan. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly.
Hey, he's getting ready to go
be
for it
fair,
on fourth.
Dungy would
That's
coach
all
in
he
practice.
knows, man.
Technique, because he was a DB coach as well, kind of like Belichick. But like he
Dungy,
coached during
Dungy,
practice.
man.
But during the games, he let his coordinators do things, and then when it came to like scenario analytics, that kind of thing, that's when he'd step in. Other than that,
That's like John.
Belichick
that's what John does, huh, Rex? Same thing.
Belichick
John
calls
does.
plays.
That's exactly how done. But Dungy's just really good at like getting like coaches and players to believe in what he does.
It also helps that he had a coach on the field. That helped a lot.
Oh yeah, P Money.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
guy's a
But even
coach.
he did the same thing in Tampa.
Right.
When he took over Tampa was the worst team in the league.
Ever.
And then
Like the worst thing
in like
ever.
a year or two, they were a playoff contender, putting like 6-7 Pro Bowlers in the house
That's
every
what
year.
Prime's about to do in Colorado.
Yeah, we'll see.
Respect to Prime, man.
Respect to Prime though. Let's go to the other games, man. But yeah, the final score was 54-19. By the way, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, what was it?
21-19.
21-19.
21-19.
Put up 33 points in the fourth quarter.
Bruh. And the funny thing is, my friend was texting me. He's like, yo, you guys are hanging. I was like, dog, I'm telling you, we're going to fail. Like this, I know this team. There's no way we're going to. This game is going to be a blowout, like I told you at the beginning.
Yeah,
and then
the,
it happened.
the team quit. They quit in the fourth quarter.
He was like, you were right.
Christmas
He was like, you were right. I should have listened to you. I was like,
dreams.
dude, I know this team. But yeah,
They quit. They
How-
quit.
how
I don't
you
blame
You
them.
quit with a 2-point deficit, though. Why you quit so? Anyway,
Huh? I don't think
people
they
say
did.
they quit, and I'm saying, why did they quit when they were only 2 points behind?
Nigga, they
No,
weren't.
I'm just saying
folded,
it wasn't.
man.
It was
They
that wasn't
folded.
when they quit, but there was like a 3-minute window where it's like 3 touchdowns in a row. If I'm on defense,
And then
I'm
they were
like,
turning
yo,
the
this is
fumbling. Matt Ryan was donating. Matt Ryan turned into early Eli Manning, just donating picks.
Didn't Jonathan Taylor fumble a couple?
Nah, he didn't fumble this
No.
game. It was
Nah, he didn't
it
fumble.
was
Was it a wide
it was
receiver?
Noah Ale-
Oh,
Noah
the
Ale-
tight end. The tight end, he fumbled
Mo Ali
twice.
Cox fumbled. He was barely even touched. He just like
He
what
gave
the
it
hell?
up. He just gave it up.
This is why Jelani Woods Jelani Woods has been playing well. I don't know why he didn't get him involved early. Jelani Woods has a bright future.
Yeah, he does. Though. That kid is strong too, man.
Yeah, he's strong. Like he's shown me a lot in the last 3 weeks. So with some there is talent on the team, but the team needs work, like surgery.
No, is JT healthy?
He's healthy. He plays well, but because we get into deficits, we go away from him. If you look at his carry
Something
average,
is
he's
off
averaging
with
like
him,
6.9 a carry, and then by the end of the game,
No,
like I said, because we're so
he had
predictable.
3.9 yards per carry when the game was in the final stats.
You didn't let me land. It was at the beginning of the game, he was averaging like 6 point something. But then, like I said, because after 3 quarters, because we're not creative, everybody knows what we're about to do. So just stack the box, nothing. And this guy will just donate it. So that's what I'm saying. Like after a while,
Crazy. Like earlier in the season, you guys when you fell down, you still run yourself back into games. What happened to that?
They start hot.
This season, there were some games where you fell behind and then you run yourself back into it. I remember that shit.
But then also at that time we had our coach who was actually an offensive-minded coach. Again, now we don't have anybody of any offensive experience. So after 3 quarters or 2, even sometimes even before that, everybody's like, this is what they're running this game. All right, if we see this formation, It's either going to be this or that. I remember there was one play, right as he snapped the ball, I heard one of the defenders call the play out, and then they stopped the guy behind the line of scrimmage. I was like, there you go. There you go. But yeah, like I said, they need surgery. Let's see. I don't even know what Irsay is thinking. Is he going to keep Ballard? That's another thing. Yeah, we all know Ballard is good at drafting. He's good at evaluating talent. But we are here. So
Ballard needs to go, man.
We'll see. All right, on to the other games.
I would just like switch the whole house.
Yeah,
Browns 27, Texans 14.
Yo, Deshaun looked terrible.
Of course he did. Of course he looked terrible.
He's rusty.
We said that the last time we met on here. We're like, yeah, he's gonna be rusty. He hasn't played game in almost 2 years. So that was expected. We'll see.
His defense
40 bands.
He barely he didn't even pass for over 200 yards, did he?
I don't know.
I don't think the offense had points except for like a field goal.
Yeah, it was all defense.
It was all
throwing picks. He was throwing like ducks. Like some of his passes were just hitting the ground. It was kind of pitiful.
He was too tense. He didn't get his pregame massage.
And it was playing the Texans, man. Like, yo, he was all excited, and then
I knew that was coming. I knew.
So did she.
Wow.
Oh, yo, you saw the suit with R. Kelly?
Like, yeah.
Wow. No comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
He wore the same suit.
He wore the same suit as R. Kelly, man.
Yo.
It's peak, bro. It's peak. I don't know why he set himself up for that. But yeah, it's peak. Yeah.
You just gonna make yourself look.
Texans should have won that game so they could at least drop. Actually, I think they've solidified the first round pick. They're not gonna lose that shit.
Yo,
that coach is
the head coach at this point. Are they changing the head coach?
It's unfair though. He inherited a shit team. I don't know why.
That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't have taken that job. Shouldn't have taken that job.
You shouldn't have taken that job, man.
Lovey?
Yeah.
Lovey was out of desperation because like you lost. I mean, they fired you, and even the Texans. How you gonna hire a coach that got fired from college? Like he got fired from University of Illinois.
Yeah.
And then
he's had success in the league though. So
just Chicago, wasn't it that one time? And then Tampa, he didn't really win anything in Tampa.
Tampa, he was okay, and then he started.
Chicago, he was good though.
Near the end, he was
good in Chicago at the beginning when they went to the Super Bowl, like the first couple.
Super Bowl.
He never had a quarterback.
Yeah, he went to the
Was
Super Bowl.
Lovie Smith their coach when he went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Wow, he was there that long ago.
Yeah. He just never had a quarterback.
Yeah,
it was.
Didn't Lovie Smith get what's his face for a little bit?
Cutler over here taking
Cutler?
straights.
Bro.
Was he good by that time?
He didn't have a quarterback.
He did not. He had this dude.
Legit, you guys why you disrespected Cutler?
He would wake up from bed and just line up.
He had 5 receivers and 1 6'5" tight end. You just lost that shit. He had an arm.
Oh, Cutler.
He had an arm.
Cutler could play, man.
But he didn't care.
Lovey had a game.
He didn't care, but he
defense.
He had an arm, bro. That man had an arm.
But he played like he didn't care. Like he just woke up. I didn't care.
He
I
had
don't care about the playbook.
he had the tallest receiving core in the league.
Yeah.
He had
Rex Gross,
Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, and then the Marshall tight end. No, the Bennett.
Martellus.
Yeah.
Martellus
launched that, and he had that legit running back, Mike Forte. That Bama was sick, dog. He had some help.
They almost made it to the.
Urlacher was still there and shit too. Peanut
Briggs.
Patrick, what's his name? Peanut Tillman was there.
Yeah, Peanut Tillman was there.
Briggs was there.
Briggs was out that joint. They had a pretty good team, man.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yo, Peanut Tillman's an FBI agent now.
I heard.
He is.
Yeah. All right. Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears. Packers 28, Bears 19.
With his weird ass Nazi salute.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah,
that was
the Nazi salute. Yeah, his
doesn't help. I think it was a salute into a wave, but he didn't do it properly.
Man, he went like that and just kept his arm.
He wanted to wave and just kind of forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's going on?" He doesn't do anything by mistake.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not.
Rodgers doesn't do anything by mistake.
That guy is he's just rogue. He's just on a rogue. Like
the Bears are doo-doo, but
he owns them though.
Fields is playing well. He's still doing his thing.
Hey, the Fields playing well. Watson
He played.
Ooh.
He played.
Is it Christian Watson?
Christian Watson has come alive, man.
Yo, he's playing, man.
He's got big play. Like he was like that in college. His problem is the drops. He drops a lot of balls. But
now he has confidence after the Cowboys game.
Yeah. He's one of those. He's throughout unless like it gets coached out of him, because this guy was like that. Actually, these two guys from Green Bay were like that.
You cannot give Aaron Rodgers another guy he can close his eyes and throw.
Yeah.
Jordy Nelson, when he first came, had a lot of drops in him. They coached that out of him. Same with the legend right now. What's his face? Devontae. Yeah, when he first came, he was dropping a lot of passes, and then it was coached out of him. So maybe that'll be the case with Watson too.
Watson and Dobbs. That would be a good pair, man.
Good pair. So
Aaron Rodgers is about to win an MVP in 2023 again.
They should cut him.
They really should.
They
gotta let him go.
They should play Love, man. I think Love is ready.
They should cut both of them and just draft, because right now
if they don't make it to the playoffs, I would play Love, and then I don't know if you would trade
playoffs. They're not making no damn playoffs. What are you talking about?
They're not making the playoffs, but if they do, I mean,
have you seen the NFC?
No, their division is done.
Their division, because Minnesota has already taken their division.
Yeah.
That's the only team that can make it out of that division. The rest
that's the only team that's getting in. Is the
hey, watch the Lions make a run for it.
Get out of here.
Oh, they started winning, but it's a wrap.
Yeah, they're making a run for it.
It's too late.
They just mess everybody's Christmas.
They're 2 games behind.
They do the same thing with Minnesota.
Yeah. Steelers 19, Falcons 16.
Told y'all.
Oh, my Steelers.
Yeah, I told you.
Friggin' Steelers, man.
I told you.
They never go away. They never die.
Man, he's a good coach. He's a good coach.
A good coach.
Who, Mike Tomlin?
Yeah,
he's a good coach, man.
Tomlin is a good coach. He's also a leader of men. I mean, that's one person you could say.
We know that now. After all the guys that left became crazy.
And like the big hitters didn't even do much, but they still were able to pull it off.
I know, but for some reason, once TJ Watt is back, that team plays well.
Yeah, Pickens was on his AB mix with what's his face? T.O. Did you guys see that?
No.
He was pissed. I was like, I want the ball. I was like, motherfucker, you're winning. You don't do this. You don't do
rookie.
this when you're winning. He was complaining because he wasn't getting. He had like 2 targets the whole game. He had like a catch for 6 yards. He was like,
maybe because he was playing at home, man. I mean,
I was like, hey, rookie, don't start this rubbish. Rookie, don't start this rubbish.
He started doing in front of his family, like, yo, I need to show up.
He started himself on fantasy.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, you need to calm down. This never ends well for receivers with this.
I need the points.
But they pulled it off. They did their thing. Najee didn't do much either, but I mean, like you said, the defense probably put them in.
Man, Atlanta, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for them because I don't want Tampa to make the playoffs, but they just can't win.
Especially now that what's his name is out.
Too good in it.
The tight end is out, so now
Pitts,
Drake is now getting the double team
the season.
And this guy hasn't been the same since he came back, right? Patterson. So
they don't even give him the touches. He's splitting with
Algier or whatever his name is.
Algier.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it's not looking good for him, but we'll see how it ends. Seahawks 27, Rams 23.
Hey, Rams made it a game.
Rams kept.
I'm shocked. Yeah, that backup quarterback was all right.
Wait, who won that?
Cam Akers. He's back.
Seahawks won. Who? Oh yeah, Cam Akers. I saw.
Back, yeah.
After they cut him, they re-signed him, huh? Or did they trade him? What was it?
No. They put him on the block. Nobody traded for him.
I thought they were going to release him though. After that, did they? They didn't.
Yeah, everybody thought they would too, but they decided to talk to him.
They released Henderson.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's picked him up, have they?
No.
I think Tennessee did.
Oh yeah, Tennessee did. Tennessee did pick him up. So that's a good punch for Henry. Commanders Giants tie.
Giants threw that game away, man. Golly.
I mean, it's only the Commanders. Commanders have had chances to win that joint.
Hey, what's the record for ties in a season?
What's that?
What's the record for ties in a season?
I think it was 3 1 year. I think there was 3 1 year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too long ago.
It wasn't too long ago. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. It was 3.
I think we'll have 3 this year. Colts play Houston again.
I'm putting money that we're gonna lose that game, dog. I put money we're gonna lose that game, dog. We'll find a way to lose that game.
Let's go.
Man. Jaguars 14, Lions 40. Good gracious.
Yeah,
the Jaguars, though, I don't understand them, though. They have so much talent.
But so did the Lions. Bro,
They do.
the Lions roster is loaded, especially on offense.
The Lions roster is loaded with people you don't expect to be as good as they are. That's different from like having starts from jump.
That's Rex's. That's a good point because a lot of the people on the Jaguars
play well.
First round picks. Your first round picks, 1, and 2, they're traded. They've been traded established talent from other teams, like Christian Kirk.
There was a free agent, but
Marvin Jones.
A lot of free agent signings.
Marvin Jones, another one.
They've thrown a lot of money on
Evan Engram.
Right.
Evan Engram is a first round pick. So like they have a lot of talent, but it just I mean,
Etienne, come on, man.
Yeah, he's a dog, and he's balling. He's been playing well lately too.
Honestly,
I just don't understand them.
Coaching,
like, pound for pound, I think they're the most talented team in the.
I don't think Trevor's that guy, man. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Nah, it might also be coaching though. Because I mean, Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, but honestly, I feel a lot of what he did was more Frank Reich. So I don't know if it's something with Doug, because after Frank left, that's when, of course, Doug started going down.
Well,
it didn't help that he didn't have a quarterback.
Well, the same could be said for Sirianni and the Colts. The offense have never been the same since Sirianni left.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if Doug Peterson is really that. I don't know if he's that dude. I'm gonna give him his flowers because he got us our first Super Bowl. But now it's like, okay, you have all this talent, and it's probably more talent on the offense that you had in Philly.
They're like the most talented team in the AFC. If you go through their roster, it's the most talented team in the AFC South. Like
that's why I'm like,
here's the thing. Urban Meyer might have been too strict on those young players, and Doug Peterson comes in and he's a real relaxed, laid back type of coach. Yep. Their team is so young, they don't really know how to be pros yet fully. I mean, their only experience before Doug Peterson was Urban Meyer, who was out there cheating on his wife in broad daylight. Like,
yep.
Kicking his own kicker and shit. Like,
imagine being a rookie quarterback, and then you're at your presser, and then they're asking you about your coach, and you gotta like.
It's wild, bro. It's wild.
I mean, that's why they say even rookie. I feel like rookie and second year quarterbacks, it's best that they come into a system where the coach is like somebody with experience, like with NFL experience, either
like Mahomes and Andy Reid.
Like Mahomes and Andy Reid. Listen. We need to accept the fact that if you get drafted high, it means you come to a shitty organization.
You are coming to a shitty organization, but what kind of head coach?
I mean, some years you luck out and you get like a Colts team that was good and the QB got injured, or
even
you might luck out.
The year that the Redskins drafted RG3, they had pretty good offensive.
The year RG3
had a good coach, but the coach and the quarterback.
Yeah, he had quite a good support system when he first got
here. He did.
So it's all about you draft the quarterback. You don't know the shitty team, but what kind of coach do you have? You know, if you have a defensive coach like Chicago.
I remember that year arguing. People were like, "Oh, he's better than Andrew Luck." I was like, "Dog, his team is so much better than the Colts."
Yeah, his team was loaded, man.
And Andrew Luck still got the Colts in the playoffs. Like, there's no.
So did RG3 though.
Was that?
RG3 got him to the playoffs too.
Yeah, but his team. What I'm saying is,
team. His knee died on that.
Way better than the Colts. Andrew Luck got us to the playoffs with nothing, absolutely nothing. Like he had like some established players on defense, established players on offense. We had
Reggie Wayne.
That was it. It was just Reggie Wayne. T.Y. Hilton was a rookie with. It was, by the way, he was like a 5th round pick with Andrew Luck, so he was unproven. The offensive line was shit. Our defense was shit. We had Robert Mathis and what's his face, but I mean, weren't leading, so the pass rush wasn't even relevant. But is what it is. And then the trajectory, the careers pretty much proved my point. But whatever. Jets 22, Vikings 27. That was a good game.
They always have to find a way to mess it up at the end.
That was a good game.
They come through.
Them Jets
comes through.
Them Jets,
A White is a QB of the future.
We'll see. Like let's not jump the boom here. Like
Man, I've seen more than Zach Milton, man.
Let's just see after the league accrues some film, and they decide to start him again next year. Let's see how he handles.
I mean, but the locker room is responding. I feel like
absolutely, because they're balling. There were even times in that game where he had his man and just missed it. He just missed like Garrett Wilson for like they could have easily won that game.
And Garrett Wilson, man,
he just missed some key passes that would have been touchdowns, but that was a good game.
Why wouldn't they just put Elijah Moore in the game too? I'm like, they got weapons.
And then that new running back is kind of nice. That Knight kid, he's actually kind of nice. Yeah. So
I don't know why they traded for Robinson because
he's not.
Had him on your roster.
I mean, sometimes you don't know what you got.
I guess until because that kid is like Brees. He can catch, he can run. Yeah. So he's like a dual
and he runs hard too.
He runs hard. Yeah.
Break some tackles and stuff.
Yep. So that was a good one. Chargers 20, Raiders 27. Did I get that correctly? The Raiders won that game?
Yeah. Raiders are gonna make the playoffs.
Huh?
Relax.
Huh?
Hey, they won 3 in a row?
Huh?
What is it?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I just want Sam to come on here, man.
Devontae Parker. That's it. Like he took over.
Devontae Adams?
Yeah, sorry, Devontae Adams. He took over that game.
Man.
Like, man, that kid is cold.
Yeah, he is.
Cold.
But what's up with the Chargers? But did you see that Herbert to Keenan Allen throw?
I mean,
that guy, his arm is just something else.
They had no deep threat in this game. That was their problem. There was no Mike Adams, so he was just throwing.
Pass?
He was throwing intermediate. Right.
That touchdown pass was just insane.
That pass and the catch? Oh.
Like that's anticipation. That's an anticipation throw, like the definition of it. Like you don't know. If they haven't practiced that, you don't know it's gonna work.
Yes.
Just have no idea.
I still don't know why Chargers are losing games like these, man. It's mind-boggling to me. It's like they're the same Chargers 3 years ago.
Too, I think. Yeah, we played them. Fuck. That's another loss.
This boy is
that's another loss in the books.
Remember my prediction for the beginning of this season? This motherfucker is about to get a top 5 contract
without going to
the playoffs.
They're gonna mess around and miss the playoffs.
They're gonna miss it. They're gonna miss it.
They're gonna miss it. Are you kidding? Have you seen the seeded? They have no shot.
They're gonna miss it.
Oh, they got a shot. Come on.
They're about to be home with the Ravens.
What's their record?
I think it's 7 and wait, they got 7 wins.
I don't know.
He's going to be like Sam Bradford. They're just going to be paying him.
What's their record?
I'm about to check it out.
Yeah, I think they got like 7 or 8.
They're in the hunt, but realistically, being in the hunt and being realistic.
I know, right?
No, they have 5 games left. Yeah, 6-6, man.
Come on, bro.
They're 6-6.
But wait, how many games are they behind the last seed?
They are how many games behind the last seed? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
like Miami,
6.
I think it's Miami and the Patriots
1, 2,
are the last 2, right?
3.
I think no.
4, 5,
Patriots
6.
are out, right?
Oh, are they?
The Patriots
after
are
this
right
loss.
now. The seeding is it's Buffalo number 1 seed. What you call it, number 2 seed?
Chiefs.
Chiefs 2, Ravens 3, Tennessee 4, Bengals 5, Dolphins 6, and who's 7 again?
Patriots? No.
Jets 7.
Jets.
Patriots and Chargers are outside looking in.
It depends on how the Jets finish, but the way the Jets are playing, man, they're gonna be tough to beat, man. They're a good team, but I mean,
Jets are a good team, yeah.
A good team. But I think the
Ravens are going to drop out, so there'll be a spot. Maybe the Chargers can take it.
I believe that's highly possible without Lamar. I believe that's highly possible.
With Lamar, it's possible.
They won without Lamar.
No, they play the fucking Broncos, bro. Relax. Play the Broncos. Come on.
Have you seen the shit Joe Burrow is doing? He's going to take that 1 seat from us.
Yeah, I do believe that too.
I think they should keep Samaje in there. Over Mixon.
Samaje has been balling, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. So, anyway, Chiefs 24, like just as you, Chiefs 24, Bengals 27, and Burrow continues to own Mahomes.
KC,
Oh,
man.
that's what 6 games in a row.
Yeah, he's not
Dang.
lost to him. He's not lost to him once. This game, I was like, man, this kid is
That is
this kid is
wild.
Which is
this
crazy.
kid is legit. He's a good player, bro.
But I've not seen a team forget Mahomes. I've not seen a team own Andy Reid like that.
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Forget Mahomes, Andy Reid.
yeah, Andy Reid. Yeah,
That's just crazy.
Reid can't crack them.
They just clicking on all cylinders, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals in this game. You
the
can
defense
tell
has also
it's
stepped
like-
up. The defense has
Yeah.
stepped up.
The
So
O-line has stepped up.
yes,
You know some
yes.
shit? That O-line was nothing.
yeah.
At the beginning of the year, they were struggling. Remember?
Yeah. Quick
finally
called it that I insulted him.
But then I think KC's defense is not.
not
They're good. They just don't have the answers for these guys. Because they beat everybody else.
KC's defense, man. Come
They're
on.
opportunistic.
Casey, honestly, and I've said this before. In all honesty, I don't think Casey has a top-notch defense. Personally, I think Mahomes carries them. Even and it's like not just this year,
It's
but
not
like
top notch.
previous,
It's
last year and the year before, they weren't
Yeah.
like the best. They're not the best. Like they are vulnerable. Like you could get them.
Yeah.
They are trained to help the offense hold the lead because they know Mahomes going to put up the lead. So their job is this. Mahomes will take the lead and then we can pass rush and then we can catch picks on the back end and cause fun. Like the last said, they're opportunistic. They are not a defense that you come into the game saying, if the offense is off this week, we can hold it down. Nah, that's not going to happen.
That's basically like Indianapolis during the Manning era.
Yeah.
Which is why when Manning was out that year before Luck, we were blown out every single game because the defense could not do anything. You know what I'm saying?
If Mahomes has a bad game, it's over.
Yeah. It's on Mahomes.
It's on Mahomes. Yep.
Mahomes is pretty much holding them in.
And I think Burrow is in his head at this point because he wants to beat him so bad. He's just trying to.
Yep.
That would make sense.
I think so, dog. I think
If
so.
Cincinnati makes the playoffs, which they will, I think they might make some noise again.
Yeah, they'll make it. They'll make it.
They'll take the division. I
They'll be
think.
there and they'll be hosting a playoff game and heading to a Super Bowl back-to-back years, and we'll be all confused.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because I don't think the Bills can beat them. The Bills can barely. But this guy has decided that he's come to donate picks.
The Bills can't run the ball. That's the thing. They can't run the ball. So.
The Bills. I don't think the Bills can beat them. I think if anybody has a shot to stop them
in the AFC, who is it?
I don't know, dog.
Tennessee.
I don't know.
Tennessee.
Maybe the Ravens with a strong Lamar because Ravens defense is balling, but Lamar will not be healthy enough. I don't know. Nobody.
I don't think so.
I think Ravens have a shot with Lamar just only of the strength of the fact that it's a division game and anything could go.
Yeah, and Lamar stresses your defense.
Yeah.
That's what he does. So I don't know, but I don't know.
Stresses my
the thing is, Burrow can throw it to any of the three, or he can just run the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
Like it's just crazy. Like he could, if I'm throwing and you're gonna stop that, then I'm gonna get the ball to Mixon.
I think.
Samaje, it's not.
No, I'm just saying. I still don't trust the Bengals O line. I just think they've got a couple of good defenses that they match up real good with, but I don't think that O line is that solid.
I think what's his face is. I think he's gotten better at understanding what he has now too. What's his face?
They're running the ball too, which is good.
They are. I think dude has gotten better at recognizing his team's flaws and strengths. Burrow, Burrow. So, but yeah.
Yeah, he got humbled a little and then he kind of built himself back up because beginning of the season he came in there like, hey, I just came from the Super Bowl, I'm better than everybody. And then the league humbled him a bit and he was like, all right, I got to take my time.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's back right there.
Quick, I know you've been asking that question. Who have the Cowboys beating? Just remember, we beat the Bengals.
That was a very different Bengals team. Man.
Please, we also played with Cooper Rush.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't matter who you play with, man.
It can only be who's in front of you. That's it.
Know, yeah.
So, Saints 16, Bucks 17. Shout out to the GOAT. He just did some GOAT shit last night.
Like every time he's put in that situation,
bro. I was here. I came back
Brady.
I came back from the gym last night, and JP was here watching it in the basement. I'm like, what's the score? I think at that point it was 16-9, and I saw this guy skunk a drive, red rifle. And I told JP, Tom Brady's going to win this game.
Before you came back then, it was 16-3.
Yeah,
I saw. I was like,
this is the thing about Brady. Brady might be has got to be the luckiest man on earth because
it's not luckiest, it's clutch.
No. Before Brady gets the opportunity to be clutch, the other team always does something to give him
up.
Fear.
Always do something. All these people had to do was run the ball and burn the clock, and Mark Ingram caught the ball, run out of bounds to stop the clock right before the first down, and they had to punt back to Brady. Like
not even that. They even had another chance. This man hit, I think it was his tight end in his hands.
Yeah.
All he had to do was catch it. But a first down, run the clock out. The man dropped.
That was a good hit. Though.
So teams always find a way to give Brady an opportunity to come.
Because wait, think about it. If you're the opposing offensive coordinator, you're like, I can't give the ball back to Brady. First down, they stop you on the run. You're like, shoot, I can't give the ball back to Brady. Second down, they stop you on the run. You're like, yo, I got to throw this, man. And then it's incomplete. Now he has a timeout in his pocket.
Yeah.
It's done.
That shit. Yeah, they're going to win that division.
Bro, I was like, come on, man. I needed New Orleans on that one, man.
Oh, even his worst season, he's winning the division. What the hell, man?
Yeah, man.
But what's wrong with that team? With all that talent on our roster, what's wrong with Brady and that team?
Yeah,
I mean, their O-line is injury prone. Like they've lost people to retirement.
They haven't had the same like group of guys for like 2 games in a row. Like it's in and out.
It's like Brady's missing people though.
Well, Brady was also dealing with a divorce. That's huge.
I think that Wednesday practice thing, man, is affecting him.
Oh, he's winning.
Yeah, because I think Evans and Julio were wide open and he would just miss them. And I was like,
yeah, he was.
This is not Brady.
He's been missing them all season.
Yeah.
Yep. He got the win. It was clutch at the end. That's just what it is. His genes, man. He got it. It's why he's the GOAT. But yeah. I forgot. We have one more game to talk about the Thursday night. Who's even playing?
Oh yeah, let's get that.
Who knows?
I gotta get
Rams and Raiders, I think.
All right, good night. I'm not talking about these niggas.
Rams and Raiders?
Wait, what?
Wait, are the Raiders going to make the playoffs? Yes, they are.
All right,
It is Rams and Raiders.
Ooh, where is it at? Is it in SoFi?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Both are going to be Raider home games.
Yeah, that's true. They're both Raider home games.
Yeah,
They're both definitely Raider home games.
Yeah, both are going to be Raider home games. It doesn't matter.
Rams starting Baker.
that would be funny.
He's probably gonna be in some packages, but I doubt they start.
So at this point, Baker's not going to get paid, right? We all agree.
Wait, is Stafford?
He's gonna be paid as a backup.
He's
gonna be a back. He's gonna be like Mark Sanchez. He's gonna be floating. Just watch.
You should have taken
Stafford back
contract.
Stafford's on IR.
Stafford's not back.
He's on IR. Oh.
No, Stafford is not coming back. Cooper Kupp is not coming back. Allen Robinson is not coming back.
Fuck it, I'm going with the Raiders. I gotta go.
Oh wait, we gotta pick the games, right?
Yeah.
Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders.
I think we're all Raiders across board, right?
Yeah, Raiders.
I'm going on Raiders.
I think Sai has a tie.
I have a tie.
Just give it the Raiders. Come on.
Shit. Last week, if somebody didn't make that pick for Giants Redskins, somebody would have gotten that right. That should have been for like.
Right?
Rex came at the last.
Rex actually made a pick.
And then the one tie you would have had right, dog. Hilarious.
Yo, I think if somebody picks a tie correctly, not default tie, but a tie correctly,
should get 10
like
points.
10 points.
10 points.
It's hard to predict a tie. You're right, though. 5 points.
I'm predicting the Colts Houston one, though.
Huh? Man, we're gonna lose that game. Hush.
The Colts are probably gonna lose that one.
Bro, they tied at the first game.
That's Lovie Smith's game to save his job. He's not losing. Yep. Jeff Saturday already lost his, so he has that.
He's probably not going to save. And then D'Amico Ryans becomes their head coach.
I know.
All right,
D'Amico should not take that job.
Anyway,
Y'all
let's wrap
remember
it up.
that Chappelle skit with the wrap it up button?
We got Raiders
Yeah.
across the board. So thank you guys for tuning in. Those that
All right,
stream with us.
deuces.
We'll be back on Friday probably for a preview for week. What's it? 14? We're going to 14 now. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting closer to the playoffs. So, but yeah, week 14. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back, and like that, we is gone.
Lamar forever.
What? Rex isn't laughing, dog. Rex, why aren't you laughing, dog? Lamar, bro.